Hey everyone, Scott from Horderside, back with another episode of Shit I Got This Week. This is a week of shit from the LCS and some artwork. And also some shit from last week that I forgot to show you in the last video. So there's one carryover. But let's jump into the LCS shit right now. If you watched the last video, you know I just picked up my third copy of New Mutants 98. And I saw this facsimile edition when I went to pick up some books. So I thought, what the hell? Might as well grab it, right? I don't have them all yet. I'm missing a few, but this was the only one they had on the shelf of the Image 30th Anniversary Anthology. Because there's Andrea Moody art inside. So I need to finish putting those together. I grabbed this because I saw Mark from Legion show it off. My boy Spectre, sitting right up there at the top. False advertising because I don't think he's in the book at all. But I may leaf through it later to find out. And who's the person with the cherry bombs on her chest? I don't know. Bad Idea, Orc Island, number 1. Number 2. And Escape from Wyoming, number 1. All right, now we got dollar bin books, and I thought I did pretty good on my dollar bin dive. Royal Roy, number 1. Micronauts Annual, number 1. It's actually for my run. I'm putting together on Micronauts. Jonah Heck, 2nd series, issue 54. Maximized, when he switched over to IDW, issue number 7, the subscription cover. Issue number 11. Issue 22. Another subscription cover. And issue 9. Clint. Hamster Triumphant. Can never have enough of these covers. Never have enough of these Apocalypse Now covers. Sugar and Spike, issue 97. I don't know. I think I might start calling these pedophile covers. You got Sugar lost her bikini bottoms. I don't know. This was strictly a name buy. Had no idea what it was. Marvel Premiere 54. The Coming of Caleb Hammer. Kind of a cool cover, but the name grabbed me. Mickey Mouse from the IDW run. Issue number 4 and 3. I like how they put the legacy number as well. Who Killed Hitler's Girlfriend? Michael Murdoch's Multiverse. I came across, it wasn't the full run, but it was almost all of these I think it was a 12-issue series. Never heard of it before, but it's got a Hitler appearance in it. Well, at least Hitler's girlfriend. I don't know if that's actually Ava Braun or not, but anyways, it was worth $1. Air Raiders #1, another Star Comics. Life with Archie 126. Surprisingly, Archie comics have a lot of ski covers and a surprising number of bondage covers. Who knew, right? Those damn door-to-door salesmen. Bullwinkle and Rocky, issue 2. Archie 3000, #1. Archie series, Faculty Funnies, #1. I actually passed up on some of the later issues and just grabbed issue 1. But after looking them up, looks like all of these issues are kind of a low print run and carry a little bit of value, more than $1 anyway, so I'll probably swing back in and grab them. Books of Magic, #1. Again, worth $1. Top Dog, issue 14. Last issue of the series and a print run of around 1,200. So definitely a good find there. Not in the greatest condition, but when they only made 1,200, give or take, it's any condition, right? Men of War 25. One I needed for the run. Men of War #4. One I guess I didn't need. Again, probably worth $1. Mickey and Donald, issue 15, from the Gladstone run. Issue 13 and issue 14. This is a reprint cover. I think all of these are reprint covers. I'm pretty sure these two are anyways. All 3 of them might be. But this one is from Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, somewhere in the 60s, I think. Nice. Patriotic cover. Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse, issue 254, 253, 251. Issue 215, from Gladstone back to Whitman. Now Donald Duck back into the Gladstone. Issue 262 and 270. So that's it for the LCS pickups. Next we got some art. So let's skip over to the one that I forgot to show last week. What camera is that? Camera 4. So this is a page from Nira Cyber Angel. It's page 18. Don't know the actual title or issue number. but it's either during or after the 25th anniversary. So if anybody knows what issue this is from, I've honestly never read any, but I got the page really cheap. I couldn't pass it up. And it's signed by Moss, signed by the, or Mouse, signed by the artist. But this came from Peddlin' Pete's last YouTube auction. I was able to pick that up. And I showed the books I got from him in the last video, but forgot all about this. So moving on to the next one. We've got From the Nom, issue 57 from 1991, page 3. This is Wayne Van Sant art with Tony D. Zuniga. I think that's how you pronounce it. Inks. The Nom is just a cool series. "60 Seconds to Make Me a Believer." Probably don't need that much time with the 1911 pointed at your head, do you? Same series, issue 58, page 22. Again, Wayne Van Sant and Tony D. Zuniga. You would think this was during COVID since he's got a mask on. Actually, I have no idea what's going on. I don't remember this issue. I read it so long ago. But this is the last page of this book. And they've got a stat of the title down here in the bottom corner. Great talking head panels. Next, we've got a cover. This is from the new relaunch of Gargoyles from Dynamite. So, Disney owns the Gargoyles. Dynamite is launching the new series. And this is by Andrew Moss. I've got a lot of Drew's art. See, this is before I recalibrated my scanner. I've got some lines in it. I'll have to rescan this one. But I found out after he got approved for this and did this cover that the only way this cover is getting released is as a 1 in 250 CGC variant. So a shop has to order 250 variations of issue number 1 in order to be eligible for this cover. So it's going to be, I don't know that I'm going to get one. I mean, I've got the original cover, but I don't know that I'm going to get the published cover, which is really odd. Because I probably am going to end up having to pay almost as much for the damn book as I did for the cover. So I'll have to think on that one a little bit. Anybody knows any big LCSs that want to do me a solid and hook me up on one, let me know. Let's see. And finally, one more piece of OA for the week. Jonah Hex. Issue 57 from 1981. This is a 100% Tony D. Zuniga. Tony on Tony. It says page 24 up here, but it's actually page 2 of, I think, the third story in the book, which is El Diablo, Desert Hell. The same seller had a couple other pages from the story, which I bid on, but they went a little more than I was wanting to go. Had better pictures of El Diablo, better drawings of El Diablo on it, but I was happy getting this one for the gunfire. So, what do you guys think? What was your favorite piece of art from this week's haul? And what do you think about my my dollar bin diving? I was pretty happy with it. I actually had a little more time to kill than normal, so I got to spend a couple hours digging through bins, but it took me at least an hour and a half to come up with that stack, and I was maybe only looking through a dozen or so long boxes. Well, I put a little mark on the box so I knew where I stopped, and I could pick up from there and keep moving down next time I am able to make it into the shop. Little trick I learned when I started dollar bin diving there. It's nice if you have time to get through a whole row, but that's not always the case when you've only got a limited amount of time to look through. And this LCS has, now one of these days I'll get bored and count, but they got to have 400 long boxes probably at least in the store. They've got rows on top of tables and rows under tables, and that's just the dollar bin books. So it takes a while to get through them, but I learned to go, up and down, right to left, and I put a mark on the side of the box so I know where I stopped. So the next time I go, I know exactly where I pick up at, so I don't double search. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of this. I don't have anything else laying around that I haven't shown. That's enough of the shit for this week, I guess, then. I do have more art coming in. I've got some eBay purchases coming in. So I'll have more shit. I'll have more shit next week. You can count on that. So until then, I'm Scott from Hoarder's Hide, and I want to know what's in your hide.